You know what, yeah? Keep your celebrations to yourself, alright? We don't want to hear about it, okay? I don't want to hear about your achievements. I don't know how successful you think you is. Alright? Calm down, would ya? That's right. You'd think that some people just don't get it. And you'd be right. Here you have it. It's important for us to celebrate together. US women's soccer team. That's football to regular people. Okay, football. It's called football. Alright, you have feet, it's a ball, you kick it, it's football. Anyway, soccer team defends. Disgusting. I don't like doing that, but I have to do that. Celebrations during 13-0 World Cup thrashing of Thailand. God bless Thailand's women's team. As I am a guest of the country, my heart goes out to them. Saying it's disrespectful if we don't show up and give our best after leaving the opposition in tears. Well, you would cry after being dumped 13-0. But of course, this was in the first, this is the group stages. You don't really cry in the group stages, do you? Group stages of the World Cup, you know. You don't really cry after getting thrashed. Some teams are just happy to be there, you know. They just are, you know. They just enjoy being part of the whole experience. But no, but these are women. Maybe that's got something to do with it. You know, I don't know. Why is it not okay for the female football team, the reigning champions at that as well, to not celebrate? I mean, after the 10th goal, do you carry on celebrating, or do you just go, oh dear, I can't believe I scored that. That's fucking ridiculous. I don't know. Let's have a read. Why are people upset? Well, probably know why. Well, here's all the pointers. Let's just get to the bones of it. The US women's soccer team has defended itself after being slammed for wildly celebrating every goal in their 13-0 defeat of Thailand. I don't know where Thailand rank in the in the women's world rankings. They're not very high in the men's. So the Women's World Cup favourites thrashed the minnows of Reims, France, on Tuesday night, leaving their opponents in tears, and were then criticised by commentators and soccer fans for reacting to each goal as if it was their first. Thailand was never a real threat to the US national team, which plays again on Sunday against Chile. Even so, the three-time women's world champions had no desire to go easy on lesser opponents in their opening game, leading 3-0 at the break and then breaking the match open in the second half with the players celebrating goal after goal. Well, you're scoring a goal at a World Cup, alright? It's a big deal. You know, you're scoring a goal. It's a goal at a World Cup. So why wouldn't you celebrate? It's not like it's a fucking friendly. It's not like, you know, it's some silly friendly. You know, a warm-up. This is a World Cup match, right? You're going to celebrate scoring a goal. You ever seen it when minnow teams with real small teams actually just score a goal? Like, they'll lose every match, but then they score a goal. It's happened many times. It's like their first World Cup. And they're like the first person to score in a World Cup. And they celebrate it as if it was a victory. Like, that's how big the World Cup is. I think people have forgotten that. Just because it's a bunch of birds doesn't mean it's any different. Alright? Calm yourselves. I mean, look at Germany against Brazil in 2014. Right? Semi-final. 7-1? Did they actually get a goal? There were 7 goals. I mean, that was unthought of. That was like, that is never going to happen. And it did. That was in, you know, on their soil, on Brazilian soil. Do you think they were going to, like, not celebrate by dicking Brazil? Of course not. Of course they're going to celebrate. It was an embarrassment to Brazil. But Germany still celebrated, as they should. You know what I'm saying? Striker Alex Morgan tied the tournament record with 5 goals and said after the match her team meant no disrespect but simply wanted to position themselves for a run at a second consecutive title. I think it's disrespectful if we don't show up and give our best and play our game for 90 minutes, Morgan told ESPN. Defending her team's performance on Tuesday, it's disrespectful to the Thai team, and I believe they wanted us to play them straight up. As you would. And for the celebrations, these are goals we have dreamt of our entire life. Yes. Yes, it is, isn't it? You're playing football at the World Cup. This is the sort of thing you dream of, little boys and girls. Of course you're going to be a little bit ecstatic about it. What's the matter with you? She continued, I mean, I'm going to celebrate Mal Pugh's goal. I'm going to celebrate Sam Mewis and Rose Lavelle. This is their first World Cup, and I'm so proud of them. and I couldn't have dreamt of scoring 5 goals in a World Cup, so it's incredible for us all, and I'm happy just ignoring those comments. Yes, she scored 5 goals in a fucking match at the World Cup, right? She's entitled to celebrate. Okay, that's a big deal. Don't know if you heard, it's a big bloody deal. US coach Jo Ellis said she wondered if a similar victory in the Men's World Cup would elicit the same questions. Exactly, baby. Ellis said if this is 10-0 in a Men's World Cup, are we getting the same questions? A World Cup is about competing. It is about peaking. It is about priming your players ready for the next game. This is a World Championship, so every team here has been fantastic to get to the point. And I think that to be respectful to the opponent is to play hard against opponents. And as Alex said, it's a tournament where goal differential is important. I don't find it my job to harness my players and rein them in because this is what they dreamt about. This is for them. This is a World Championship. You're goddamn right. I mean, good Lord. America are like the best at football when it comes to women. It's mental. So, you know, fair play to him. Fair play to him for celebrating. Look. All right. Okay. Is everyone finding it a problem that women like get all competitive? Seem to be a bit more, you know. I thought that kind of behaviour is reserved for those Neanderthal men, isn't it? No. Turns out it's just for sporting people are competitive and like to act in such a manner. I know you might find that mind-blowing, but that's how it is. Former US player Abby Wambach also supported her old teammates. For all that have issues with many goals, for some players, this is their first World Cup and they should be excited. Imagine it being you out there. This is your dream of playing and then scoring in a World Cup. Celebrate. Would you tell a men's team to not score or celebrate? Yeah. Remember when Australia dicked American Samoa 32-0? I mean, they probably gave up celebrating after 15. I think that reaches a point where you scored so many goals, they're like going, I just can't be bothered anymore. The excitement's lost on me. You know what I mean? It's like you bang 10 whores in one day. You're just like, yeah, that's it. That's my limit, I suppose. Fox Sports presenter Ali Wagner added, it's a World Cup. You score, you celebrate. This is a dream for these players. See how many people are just saying the same thing over and over again? Perhaps that's because it's fucking true. Goals can be used to determine tiebreakers in group play, and team captain Megan Rapinoe said the US women aren't taking any chances. Obviously, we have the utmost respect for everyone we play, but this is the World Cup. Again, this is the World Cup. I mean, how many times do you want it to be said? Other commentators and fans on Twitter have described the jubilant celebration as unsporting and even disgusting. Unsporting. Do you understand the concept of sport? The debate over sportsmanship got heated. That former Canadian team player and TSN analyst Caitlin Kyle says she received death threats after criticising the US women. Look, motherfuckers, let's break it down one more time. You're at the World Cup. It's your dream of scoring at the World Cup. You don't score a goal and then just go, oh, and just be embarrassed for the other team just because they're not as good as you. No, that's really disrespectful to go, now, let's not celebrate this goal we just scored because they are whack. You know, it's just is it an eye-opener that not everyone gets the first place medal? Is it? Not everyone, it's competitive sport. Are you shocked that we're not giving out medals to the fat kid because everyone ran slower to let him win? Okay, all right. Okay, look at these tweets. This is humanity on display, isn't it? Okay, settle down, USA. You're up 11-0 against Thailand at the Women's World Cup. You don't need to celebrate the goals anymore. Be better. Is that not very disrespectful toward the Thailand women's team? I think so. So, Kevin Jesus, change your fucking name for starters and shut up, you disrespectful shit blob. Casey Toner, what you got to say for yourself, you specky-eyed twat? I would give a finger to score a goal in the World Cup, whether it was the first goal or the 12th, and I would celebrate accordingly with a choreographed leapfrog at midfield. Casey, I apologise for calling a specky-eyed twat. I meant it in love. Thank you for your contribution. God bless you. Alabas Farhat. Why not? The US women's soccer team is way better than the men's team, and they don't get half the credit that they deserve. Well done, Alabas. Samantha Roddy. I would bet $77 out of $100 that everyone tweeting that the US women's soccer team is too good to be celebrating goals also doesn't think they deserve equal pay to the men's team. All right, you had to put in your little feminist argument there, didn't you, sweetie pie? Nate Scott, score all the goals. Fine. Celebrate a sub coming in and grabbing a World Cup goal. Great. Whole team celebrations where Morgan scores her 5th and you're up a dozen. All right, Nate Scott. I know you might have different. I know you might have a very small penis and one bollock, but I'm going to explain a couple of things to you. She scored 5 goals in a World Cup match, which is what we call a record. A record is an achievement in a career. She has a sporting career. She's celebrating an achievement. Do you understand that? Like when your parents gave you a round of applause first time you did a poo that wasn't on the potty. They went, "Well done, mate." Yeah, it's like that, but so much bigger. Okay, Nate? Do you understand? All right, thank you very much for listening. Abby Wambach, for all that have issues with the many goals, for some players, this is their first World Cup goal, and they should be excited. Imagine it being you out there. This is your dream of playing and then scoring in a World Cup. Celebrate. Would you tell a men's team not to score or celebrate? Well, I don't know. It depends if they're playing. If they're playing like a... You know there's ways they complain about it somehow. 0.0 problem with the score line as this is the tournament, but celebrating goals like number 9 leaves a sour taste in my mouth, like many of you. Curious to see if anyone apologises for the post-game. Taylor Twellman. Well, first of all, that's a made-up name if ever I fucking heard it. Look at you, you spineless bastard. Now, fuck you, for starters, and again, fuck you again. Apologise for being good? Piss off. What's the matter with you? Apologise. Apologise. Yeah? When you had sex with your wife or your boyfriend or pig or whatever it is you stick your penis in, when you made them orgasm, did you apologise for doing so well? Oh, I'm sorry I was so good in bed. I'm terribly sorry. Look at me. Flaunting my skills. Fuck you. Ali Wagner, it's a World Cup. You score, you celebrate. This is the dream for these players. Look, she said it so well with less words than anyone. Well done, Ali Wagner. And here is Jeff Brewer, who looks like a man's man from that very small picture. He's not talking like a man's man. Oh, yeah. Their celebrations were a disgrace to the game. Doriano Carter, who thinks himself a bit of a playboy, agree that they didn't need to celebrate so much after half a dozen goals. Also, it could hurt them later. Portugal scored 7 goals, one World Cup, then couldn't score much after that. That's not how it works. You know it doesn't work that you score 7 goals and you run out of goals. Do you even are you American? Must be. Kirsten Gillibrand. Here's an idea. If you win 13-0, the most goals for a single game World Cup history, you should be paid at least equally to the men's team. Congratulations. All right, you had to stick your. Well, the reason is that they probably don't get paid as much is because we live in a capitalist society, and it's based on revenue. It's not based on ability. Unfortunately, football is sports is not based really on ability. Well, it is based on ability, but it's based on return on investment. You know what I'm saying? As in, less people watch women's football. But it's changing. It's all right. Calm down. Carry on. Then the number 1 team in the world, and for me, I'm disgusted, honestly, says someone. As a Canadian, we would just never, ever think of doing something like that. For me, it's disrespectful. It's disgraceful, said Kyle on the Tuesday's TSN broadcast, according to the Globe and Mail. Okay, well, you're Canadian, and you're not as good as America, are you? So, pipe down. Stop hating. It's very embarrassing for you. Kyle, responded to death threats on Twitter. To the people sending me death threats, let me set the record straight. I never once said to never score as many goals as you can in a World Cup, she wrote. Please watch full segment. I said exact opposite. It's the World Cup. You score as many as you can and don't take the foot off the gas pedal. I did say I thought it was excessive and disrespectful. The goal celebration of the American team once the score hit 8-0. So when do you stop celebrating then? Is there a FIFA legal requirement? Is there a FIFA requirement, a recommendation? Like after 7 goals, do you stop celebrating because it's disrespectful? Is that how it works? Can you imagine if England beat Germany 40-0, by the 40th goal, they'd set the pitch on fire. They'd just burn it. They'd go, fucking yes! Do you know what I'm saying? They'd burn it. They're like 400 women who'd run on there naked and just bang all the players. It's just like, ah! You know what I'm saying? We'd have 2 national holidays in a row. All right? Queen would give us a strip tease. Understand? Nutters. My thoughts 100%, blah, blah. I can't be bothered to read your shit anymore. There you go. Another former Canadian player, Claire Rustad, also blasted the US team. Ooh, Jelly School called. Your placement is ready. I just think they could have won the one with some humility and grace, and they just couldn't manage to do that. Celebrating goals later in the game like this is just completely unnecessary. What is this? It's called football, bitch. Football. Football. I don't know if you're familiar with the concept of any sport. It's football, alright? It's... Several fans on Twitter also made their feelings known. Oh, what a surprise. I understand running up the score for goal difference, but no need to celebrate every single goal like classless jerks, one, right? Oh, you imperialist hater. Another added, okay, settle down. Yeah, we've read that one. I'm not going to read it again. There's a sour taste in my mouth. Curious to see if anyone apologises, said Twelman. He has 327,000 followers, says Twelman. Well, Twelman's a cunt. So what does Kyle Krieger say? So these women train for their lives to get to the World Cup and then have to listen to male commentators tell them to pull back when they're winning. Have a seat. That's right, Carl. Sit down. Oh, sit down. That's right. He knows what time it is. Look at the Thailand players. No, I'm just sizing them up to see who's the hottest. Undecided. Well, there you go. Rob Stone, the host of Fox Sports World Cup coverage on American television, sided with Twelman. This got humiliating at some point. It just became an exercise in target practice. You know what I wanted to do? Pull it back, knock it around. That'd just be so disrespectful to the Thai team. Right, my God. The Thailand's manager, which is a name I cannot pronounce, this is why nicknames are better, said the US was not wrong to be goal hungry and that her team would improve after the game. In football, everybody is following the rules, so our opponent is trying their best. It's not like they cheated. It's not like they scored 10 penalties by diving. Do you know what I'm saying? You nut jobs. And yeah, Thailand will have been humiliated, but they will look at this day and go, do you know what? We ain't ever letting that happen again. So let's better ourselves. Do you understand what failure does to you? Makes you stronger. Right, half of you fuckwits. So pipe down. God bless America. Yeah, I said it. Just this once, because I bloody love football, don't I?